Have you ever woken up with your head full of thoughts, like it's impossible to stop? It's like your mind is stuck in an endless loop, absorbing information non-stop, but you don't know where to focus. Every news alert, every message, every social media notification, everything screaming for your attention, and you, lost in this whirlwind, feel like you're just surviving, but never really living. It's not your fault. Today's world is overloaded with information, and the human mind simply wasn't built to process so much at once. Every second, something new appears to hijack our attention, and it's in this mental chaos that we often get trapped without focus, without direction, without knowing where to start. But here's the good news. You can take control of your mind. Today, you're going to learn how to discipline it, how to break free from this overload and put your attention on what really matters. Are you ready to reclaim your discipline, focus, and most importantly, your life? And believe me, you can discipline these thoughts, tame this internal beast that keeps you hostage and transform it into your greatest ally. This isn't just any self-help video. This is the video that can change how you face your thoughts and your life. Are you ready to master your mind once and for all? We're going beyond what you imagine. Here, we'll reveal secrets you've never heard before about how to transform your mind into an unbeatable ally. Research in neuroscience and psychology shows that the human brain is plastic. It changes as we use it. Every time we repeat a new habit or train our focus, we create new neural pathways. In other words, just like you strengthen your body at the gym, you can strengthen your mind. Imagine waking up every day with clarity, each thought serving a clear purpose. Instead of fighting against a storm of ideas, you'll see your goals emerge step by step, fueled by every disciplined thought you cultivate. Imagine a year from now looking at yourself in the mirror, proud of having achieved everything you dreamed of just because you decided to control your mind today. In this video, we'll unveil together the secrets to discipline your mind and take control of your thoughts. We'll discover inspiring examples, powerful metaphors, and practical tips that can be applied today. If your goal is to wake up every day with focus and confidence, then get ready. It's time to awaken the true power that exists within you. This is the moment to turn the game around and decide that you're going to command your mind, not the other way around. Who hasn't felt held hostage by their own thoughts? Like every step you try to take forward, a storm of doubts takes you back. It's like there's a hidden enemy inside you, keeping your confidence hostage. An undisciplined mind acts like this. It diverts your attention with 1,000 excuses, whispers that you're not capable, that today isn't the day to try. Think of it like an agitated monkey jumping from branch to branch. You decide to focus on your studies, but before you know it, you're already thinking about the series you want to watch, what you ate for lunch, everything except what really matters. Or imagine a wild horse running loose, pulling you in all directions without allowing rest. That's your mind when it's not trained, wandering, anxious, always on alert, ready to sabotage you. This internal saboteur doesn't make personal judgments, it just follows your recurring behavior. If you've always wondered, why do my ideas get lost like this? The answer is here. The mind without discipline will always prefer the easy path, that of more fear, more immediate comfort. But the good news is that recognizing this enemy is already the first step to defeating it. Imagine a real example. John is a young man with the dream of being a musician. Every afternoon he would sit with his guitar, but as soon as a chord came out wrong, his mind would jump and he'd start checking social media. Frustrated with this internal sabotage, John decided to put a stop to it. He set aside just 5 minutes a day to practice without interruptions. At first it was difficult. Every small distraction was a giant obstacle. But he persisted. Day after day, 5 minutes became 10, then 15. And without realizing it, John was already playing complete songs. Today, he performs small shows for friends, and all because he disciplined his mind to focus on what really mattered. This story can be yours. You might not see it, but your brain changes every day with everything you do. Research reveals that every time we repeat an action or direct our attention to something, we create new internal pathways like trails being opened in a dense forest. At first, every step is difficult, but over time, the path becomes clearer and easier to navigate. This is the power of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and be shaped by our habits. Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant the right seeds and water them every day, soon you'll have strong trees and beautiful flowers. But if you ignore the garden, weeds will appear, and the flowers will wither. Every small positive habit is like watering a good seed, whether it's the daily practice of concentration, regular physical exercise, or even a few minutes of meditation. In the long run, these small actions create deep roots. Your mind becomes more resistant, more focused, and less susceptible to distractions. It's incredible, but true. Our brain loves positive routines. It learned to ride a bike, read books, and solve complex problems. Why not teach it to maintain calm and concentration in the face of daily challenges? Scientists confirm that the more you exercise your focus, the greater control you'll have. In other words, you're not condemned to have chaotic thoughts forever. Just like an athlete trains their body to gain endurance, you can train your mind to gain discipline. Think of your brain like a computer cluttered with open windows. Each thought is a program running. When we train the mind to stay focused, it's like we're closing those unnecessary windows and freeing up memory for the most important tasks. The more times you close distractions and focus on what matters, the easier it becomes to stay concentrated on the next challenges. Additionally, techniques like neuro-linguistic programming reinforce this concept. Changing your internal language and the beliefs you repeat to yourself really changes your brain chemistry. If every morning you say out loud, "I am capable," or "I can do it," little by little your brain conditions itself to believe it. Even meditation and mindfulness practices, increasingly recommended by psychologists, prove these results. They reduce stress and increase concentration. Therefore, every effort you make today to discipline your focus will be creating a mind that's increasingly stronger and prepared for tomorrow's challenges. Now that you understand that the mind is trainable, how about putting all this into practice? Each day offers opportunities to exercise focus and discipline. Start with the basics. Set aside a few minutes when you wake up for simple meditation or conscious breathing. Sit in silence and just observe your breathing. When thoughts arise, gently bring your focus back to the air, entering and leaving your lungs. Over time, you'll notice that 5 minutes become 10, and your mind becomes calmer and more centered before you even start the day. During daily tasks, practice mindfulness. If you're studying or working, set small goals. For example, study for 25 uninterrupted minutes and then take a brief break. While you're concentrated, turn off notifications and tell yourself, "During this period, only this is my focus." You'll see that, just like an athlete trains an isolated muscle, you can also train your focus in blocks. With each complete session without giving in to distraction, your brain understands that it's worth opening this new neural pathway, strengthening the habit of concentration. Another powerful practice is writing down your goals and concerns. Take a paper or diary and write down what's in your head, a task list, or even a letter to your future self. Getting thoughts out of your mind and putting them on paper makes the brain stop spinning in circles. Also, review your goals frequently. Visualize yourself achieving each one of them. These mental images feed motivation and align your mind with what you want to conquer. Don't underestimate the power of the body either. A disciplined mind requires a cared-for body. Exercise regularly and maintain a good night's sleep. Your brain responds directly to body habits. Eating well and staying active helps release stress and maintain mental clarity. Every simple step in your routine, drinking water, stretching, defining priorities, is like a step that takes you higher and higher. Also, learn to say no to distractions. When you feel like opening your phone or leaving an important task for later, remember your bigger goal. Refusing immediate pleasure might seem difficult, but it's a choice that strengthens your determination even more. Saying no to temptations and yes to your plans feeds self-control. And don't forget about planning. Before sleeping, choose the 3 most important tasks for the next day. Waking up with these clear goals in mind makes your mind already know where to go, without getting lost. Complete each one with total dedication, as if each task were one more step towards the top. At the end of the day, you'll be surprised by everything you accomplished. Remember, every great change starts with small daily steps. With discipline and persistence, these simple habits will accumulate until suddenly you realize that your mind was no longer a distraction, but your greatest ally. Every small victory, like finishing a task without getting distracted or saying no to something useless, is a powerful message your brain receives. It's worth continuing like this. This way, day after day, you'll be molding your brain to act in your favor. The truth is harsh. The biggest enemy often lives inside our own head. That critical voice that whispers, "You can't do it," "What if you fail?" or "Better give up now," can be deafening. But stop and reflect. It's not your truth, just the echo of old fears that can be silenced. This voice is like an intimidating guard dog, loud, threatening, but deep down it just wants to protect you from risks. The good news? You can train your internal little dog not to bark so much. Remember when you learned something new, like walking as a baby. You fell countless times but never thought, "I won't be able to." You just got up and tried again. We had a much gentler inner critic back then. Rescue that mentality. Face each challenge with a child's determination, willing to make mistakes until you get it right. Every child who runs and plays today started by taking their first shaky steps. Remember that when your mind doubts you. When you hear that voice saying you're incapable, respond with another, the voice of courage. Tell yourself, "I can do it. I just need to take one more step." Challenge negative thoughts. Transform every "I can't" into "How can I?" Every time you do this, you train your mind to react differently, opening space for new beliefs of success. And remember, even the most renowned athletes or successful entrepreneurs have faced doubts and failed countless times before winning. They didn't let fear paralyze their dreams. Here's a practical trick. Every time a limiting thought appears, imagine it's just a cloud passing in the sky of your mind. Observe it, but let it go away. Bring focus back to something positive, whether it's a song that energizes you, the memory of a past achievement, or even your breathing. Over time, this negative voice will become weaker and weaker because you'll learn to take command of your own destiny. Also, take care of your posture. Straight shoulders, erect spine, and deep breathing. Try looking at yourself in the mirror tomorrow morning and saying to yourself firmly, "I am strong. I will succeed." It might seem strange at first, but even your body posture communicates to the brain that you're in command. These small daily gestures reinforce the message that you're capable of overcoming any obstacle. This is the moment to put a stop to internal saboteurs. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be persistent. Every time you overcome a negative thought, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you imagined. This way, step by step, you'll transform your mind into a field of serene focus, where only the ideas that feed your dreams flourish. Now the decision is yours. Continue being hostage to loose thoughts or take on the role of protagonist of your own mental life. It's time to act. Every minute from now on is a chance to train your focus, to feed the new pathways you want to see flourish. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. Most people will watch this video, nod their heads, maybe even feel motivated for a hot minute, and then go right back to their old habits. They'll keep scrolling through their phones, keep letting their minds wander, keep making excuses. But you're different. You made it this far in the video, which already puts you ahead of most people. The question is, are you going to be like everyone else, or are you going to actually do something about it? Here's the reality check nobody wants to hear. Your mind will fight you every step of the way. It's comfortable in its chaos. It likes the drama, the distractions, the endless loops of worry and doubt. Your brain doesn't want to change because change requires effort, and effort is uncomfortable. But comfort is the enemy of greatness. Every successful person you admire, every achievement you've ever wanted, they all exist on the other side of discomfort. Your future self, the one who's disciplined, focused, and in control, is waiting for you to make the choice right now. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is like the weather, it comes and goes. What you need is discipline. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care if you're tired, stressed, or having a bad day. Discipline shows up anyway. Start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Today. Pick one thing from this video and implement it right now. Set a timer for 5 minutes and practice focused breathing. Write down 3 goals for tomorrow. Turn off your phone notifications for the next hour. The person you become is determined by the choices you make when you do not feel like making them. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, focus over distraction, action over procrastination, you're voting for the person you want to become. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, but only if you learn to use it. Right now, it's using you. It's time to flip the script. It's time to take control. It's time to stop being a passenger in your own life and start being the driver. The version of yourself that has it all together, that wakes up with purpose, that accomplishes their goals. That person isn't some fantasy. They're a possibility. They're what happens when you stop making excuses and start making changes. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the most disciplined version of yourself. Calm mind. Thoughts aligned with your goals. Living with clarity and energy. That future already exists. It's waiting for you to wake up today. Believe it. The power to change your life is inside your head. You just need to take control and move forward, one thought at a time. The choice is yours. You can keep living the same day over and over, letting your mind run wild, making the same complaints about why you can't focus or achieve your goals. Or you can decide right now that enough is enough. Your mind has been running the show for too long. It's time for new management. It's time for you to step up and show your brain who's really in charge. The tools are right here in this video. The knowledge is in your hands. The only question left is, what are you going to do with it? Stop being your own worst enemy. Stop letting your thoughts control your life. Stop settling for less than you deserve. Your future is waiting, but it won't wait forever. Make the choice. Take the action. Master your mind. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep pushing forward and never stop evolving.